Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcasts for July 22, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Good evening from our newsroom. This is Walter Concrete reporting. The U.S. has carried out fresh strikes against Iranian targets following the killing of 3 American soldiers, with nearly 50 U.S. service members injured over the last 2 weeks. Despite ongoing peace talks mediated by Pakistan, tensions between the two nations continue to rise. International leaders are urging restraint and calling for a return to diplomatic negotiations to prevent further bloodshed and instability in the region. In a related development, Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi rebels have announced plans to block ships from loading or unloading at Saudi ports, potentially disrupting global oil supplies and escalating tensions in the region. The move has sparked concerns among international leaders, with U.S. President Trump suggesting that the United States may intervene if necessary. As a result of these developments, global oil prices have skyrocketed, with Brent crude rising to around $120 a barrel, the highest level in 6 weeks. The effective blockage of the Strait of Hormuz remains a major concern, with tankers stranded in and around the waterway. Norway's national oil company, Equinor, has reported a significant increase in profits, but the ongoing conflict and rising oil prices are likely to have far-reaching consequences for the global economy. To the best of our knowledge, the situation is being closely monitored by global leaders, with many calling for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Based on the information available, it's clear that the world is watching with bated breath as these developments unfold. Let me repeat that. The U.S.-Iran conflict and its impact on global oil supplies have significant implications for the global economy, and we will continue to bring you updates as more information becomes available. And that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani has announced that his administration will not attempt to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu during his upcoming visit to the United Nations General Assembly. This decision comes despite an International Criminal Court arrest warrant accusing Netanyahu of war crimes in the Gaza Strip. The situation is complex, with some hailing the move as pragmatic and others criticizing it as a failure to stand up for human rights. In other news, the Austrian government has opened a police station in the house where Adolf Hitler was born in Braunau am Inn. This move aims to deter neo-Nazi pilgrimages and promote a message of peace and remembrance. The site has been a point of contention for years, and while some have criticized the decision, others see it as a necessary step towards reclaiming the site from extremist ideology. Lastly, a team of astronomers has identified a potential exomoon orbiting a brown dwarf in a distant solar system. This groundbreaking discovery has sparked debate among experts over the definition of an exomoon and whether this newly discovered satellite meets the criteria. The finding highlights the need for a clear definition and classification system to help astronomers better understand these enigmatic satellites. These stories represent significant developments in international relations, historical reckoning, and scientific exploration. As we continue to follow these stories, one thing is certain: they will have far-reaching implications for their respective fields and the world at large. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. As the U.S.-Iran conflict continues to escalate, global markets are experiencing significant volatility. The dollar index rose by 0.2% on Monday, buoyed by its safe haven status, while crude oil prices surged due to fears of supply disruptions. Meanwhile, Intel stock has seen unusual options activity ahead of its earnings release, with some speculating that institutional investors may be betting on a positive surprise. In other news, Alphabet Inc.'s substantial increase in capital expenditures has raised questions about the scalability and profitability of its AI-driven endeavors. As investors navigate these uncertain times, it's essential to approach investments with a balanced perspective, acknowledging both potential growth and associated risks. For now, the mantra remains: don't fight the Fed, but keep a close eye on interest rates and inflation expectations. as they will play a crucial role in determining the trajectory of global markets. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. We've had an exciting week, with 3 major articles that have captured the imagination of space enthusiasts around the world. First, we delved into the wonders of M4, the closest globular star cluster to Earth, located approximately 7,000 light-years from our planet. This ancient stellar city is home to perhaps 100,000 stars, all bound together by gravity, and holds secrets about the formation and evolution of our galaxy. Next, we explored the history of the globular star cluster, M4, from its discovery by Swiss astronomer Jean-Philippe Loeillet de Chasseau in 1746 to its cataloging by French astronomer Charles Messier. We also discussed the distinction between globular and open clusters, and how M4's primitive billion-year-old stars hold the key to understanding the formation of our galaxy. We also took a trip back in time to explore one of the most fascinating celestial entities in our cosmic neighborhood, the globular star cluster itself. From its structure and composition to its role in the broader context of galactic evolution, we examine what makes M4 such an important object of study for astronomers. And finally, we looked at the latest developments in space exploration, as the astronauts who bravely ventured to the moon on the Artemis II mission begin new and exciting journeys. From surfing and playing pickleball to sharing their expertise as educators and role models, these space travelers are inspiring a new generation of explorers and scientists. As we gaze up at the night sky, we're reminded that there's always more to discover, more to explore, and more to marvel at in the vast expanse of celestial wonders that surround us. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe and our place within it. Good night, and keep looking up at those stars. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Speaking to you this evening, I'd like to summarize the key points from my recent articles. Firstly, former Washington Commanders and San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel expressed confidence in his ability to continue playing at a high level, despite being a free agent. With an impressive track record of 847 receptions, 11,326 yards, and 49 touchdowns, Samuel is undoubtedly one of the most talented players in the league. In other news, Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence received a promising endorsement from CBS Sports' Garrett Padell, citing his dramatic improvement in the second half of last season. With the second season in the same offense under his belt, Lawrence is expected to take the next step in his development and potentially lead the Jaguars to another successful campaign. Lastly, Florida State Seminoles head coach Mike Norvell is looking to turn things around after a disappointing 2-year stretch, with a key factor being the performance of their running back core. The team's success will depend on establishing a strong ground game, which will be crucial in opening up the passing game for quarterback Ashton Daniels and elite receivers Ducey Robinson and Micah Danzy. These storylines, along with the Utah Utes' bid to repeat as Pac-12 champions and the Washington Commanders' efforts to improve their running game, will be closely watched as the college football and NFL seasons get underway. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the fascinating tale of the avocado, which serves as a reminder of the intricate web of history, culture, and environment that underpins our food systems. By conserving genetic diversity, scientists hope to safeguard not just the future of avocados, but also contribute to a broader understanding of how human activities shape plant biodiversity. Next, we visited southern India, where an innovative beekeeping initiative is empowering indigenous women to strengthen their livelihoods and gain financial independence. The Women for Bees project has brought neighbors together, fostering a sense of community and environmental stewardship, while also providing a sustainable source of income for these women. Lastly, we reported on the dramatic sentencing of a British woman, Isabel Rose, who was found guilty of fabricating a rape allegation against a British banker in Hong Kong. This case highlights the complexities of consent and the dangers of false allegations, emphasizing the need to approach such cases with sensitivity and caution, while also upholding the integrity of the justice system. These stories remind us that our actions have far-reaching consequences, whether it's preserving genetic heritage, empowering communities, or ensuring justice is served. As we navigate the challenges of our interconnected world, it's essential to approach each situation with nuance, empathy, and a deep understanding of the complexities at play. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest news in entertainment? We've got a mix of fashion, skincare, and a tragic loss in the industry. Let's start with Zendaya, who's been making waves with her bold red carpet choices. From Dune to the Odyssey, she's proven herself to be a style icon and a force to be reckoned with. On a different note, Paulina Poroskova is sharing her favorite skincare secrets, and we're all about it. The 57-year-old supermodel swears by the Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum, which is now on sale at Nordstrom. With over 12,000 five-star reviews, this stuff is like a fountain of youth in a bottle. But on a more somber note, we're mourning the loss of 18-year-old actress Kaylee Hoddle, who passed away in a car accident. The deaf community is remembering her as a passionate advocate for greater representation and inclusion in the entertainment industry. Her colleagues, including Millie Bobby Brown and Rebecca Hall, are sharing heartfelt tributes to her talent, kindness, and dedication to promoting diversity and inclusivity. Thanks for joining me on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Otta Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we've been following the remarkable discovery of fossil cliffs in New England, which hold secrets to our planet's past and future. These incredible formations are not only a window into the Earth's history, but also a vital tool for understanding our planet's future. In another story, researchers at the University of Vermont have identified a parasitic cancer spreading among freshwater fish in New England. This groundbreaking finding has significant implications for our understanding of cancer and its behavior, and may even hold secrets to understanding how human cancers evade the immune system. Lastly, we've got an uplifting tale from the Purbeck Coast in southern England, where a lone puffling has been spotted, marking the first confirmed sighting of a fledgling puffin in the area for 3 decades. This heartening discovery suggests that the beleaguered colony may still have a chance to thrive, thanks to the dedication and perseverance of conservationists and volunteers. These stories remind us of the intricate relationships between species and their environments, and the importance of preserving our natural heritage. Join us tomorrow for more in-depth coverage of these stories and other fascinating tales from the world of science and nature. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.